It should be simple. Jump in a taxi, let the meter run and pay the fare. But Scott and Sarah had a sneaking suspicion something was off. So Scott pressed record on his phone.
Well, I was hoping to be taken for a drive, but instead I got taken for a ride.
I'm videoing this because I'm going to call the police on you because I knew this is what you'd do to me.
So who are you, Scott? Some sort of undercover cabbie buster?
I'd like to think that I can help other people avoid this kind of scam.
I know how taxis work. You're not ripping me off.
It's the cab fare Scott claims is outrageously unfair.
Car was great, trip was great, driver was a fraud.
A black and white cab's driver caught red-handed.
I've got video of it, mate. I'm going to report you. No. Yes.
Scott and Sarah's cruise from Brisbane to Sydney got off to a rocky start before they even boarded the ship. They needed to hail a ride from Brisbane Domestic Airport Terminal to Pinkenba Port, where the ship was docked, about 11 kilometres away.
That little journey from the airport to the Pinkenba terminal can be a little tricky because I think most of the drivers think you're a foreign tourist coming to take a ride on the boat.
Scott lives in Sydney, but he's Brisbane born and bred. He's also an ex-radio shock jock who's about to give the cabbie a right rev up.
Yeah, we're just off to the cruise terminal, if that's okay.
Okay, I'm ready.
Thank you.
Why did you film yourself hopping into the taxi?
Unfortunately, I've already been ripped off a few times in Sydney, so I guess my hackles were up and I was a little bit suspicious.
Scott's video captures potential clues and distraction techniques that suggests this cabbie isn't kosher.
There seemed to be a strategically placed box of tissues. I think probably so I couldn't see the driver's ID. And then from there, I took a look at the middle of the dashboard and noticed there was no meter.
Where's your meter, sir?
Sorry, it's on back side.
There was friendly chit-chat about their cruise.
5 days, 7 days?
Oh, 2 days.
I'm pretty sure that he was trying to build that good rapport so that I wouldn't have any reason to be suspicious of him at the destination.
The distraction of a phone call to Scott's wife, Sarah.
We are not cruise people, we are cruise trialers.
I think it probably gave the driver an opportunity to think that we weren't paying attention.
Then, when it was time to pay, the sting.
When the gentleman sort of blindly held the FPOS terminal to me backwards so that I couldn't see the screen. Like you, I would be pretty interested in seeing what the value of that ride is. So when I asked him, he fumbled.
All right, what do we owe you?
Look there.
The what? Where?
This side.
Yeah, mate, I'm not... How much?
The Black and White Cab's website quotes the fare at $29. Scott was charged double that.
It isn't $59.
It's 57.
It's not. It isn't, mate. I'm from Brisbane. I know how taxis work. You're not ripping me off. I've been videoing you the entire time. Where's the meter?
Oh my boss.
It was only at that point in time that he actually directed me to the meter that was on the front right-hand side of the dashboard. I decided to take a little bit of a close look and I noticed that, from my opinion, he'd been running the meter the entire time he'd been sitting at the rank at Brisbane Airport.
39 minutes? We have not been in your cab for 39 minutes.
That fare had been running for much longer than I'd been in that car.
Scott's non-stop recording shows his journey lasted just 17 minutes.
I'm videoing this because I'm going to call the police on you because I knew this is what you'd do to me when I asked you about the meter. I have been in your cab for 17 minutes. I've been recording the whole time.
So how is this possible, sir?
That's you ripping me off.
Tried to keep my cool, tried not to get too aggressive or swear, but at that point in time I decided that pretty much what I had suspected what was going to happen absolutely had happened. So I decided to take him to task on it.
To be fair, because by God, I'm honest.
You're obviously not honest, mate. This is what I was expecting. I was told to expect this from you guys. That's why I've been videoing the whole thing.
My God, you have a mistake, sir.
No, I do not. I can see the time. It says 40 minutes. I can see it on your screen, mate. It says 40 minutes, and I have been in your car for 18 minutes.
All sorts of excuses and indications that there's been a mistake, claims that he's an honest man, and he was just a crook.
You get $40 from me because I've been timing it.
No, sir, free.
No, it's not.
Free, no free, free.
It's not. I will give you money, but
No,
do
sir,
not
no,
rip
no,
me
no,
off.
no. Sir, free.
No, I want the video that I'm paying you so that when I call the police on you...
It's free, sir.
It's not free.
Once the guys realise that you've caught them out at something like this, all they can really do is offer you a free ride.
Scott, why didn't you take your money back?
No, I decided that even though I had received a service, I needed to pay something. I offered 40, which was probably a little bit too generous, but I didn't have any change.
So Scott paid 40 cash for a ride that he was charged almost $60 for that should have cost half that. For $60, Scott could have made it to the Gabba, 16 kilometres away. How's that? Scott's not alone in copping a bruising while cruising with black and white cabs. Samantha gave black and white cabs a shocking review when she was charged $44 for a fare that she was quoted $29 for, also involving the Brisbane domestic airport rank.
It's happening more and more and all too often.
You didn't let this ruin your cruise, did you?
Certainly didn't ruin the cruise. I had a little bit of cash ready.
Well, thanks, Scott. You may well have saved someone else from being ripped off.
Thanks.
Well, Black and White Cabs told us, yep, the driver admitted he was hands down ripping off Scott. He'll be subjected to the company's compliance measures, whatever that means. And we've also been told Scott was given a refund and a voucher.